Hi guys, my name is Natasha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a putty primer by Hard Candy, not by e.l.f. I did do a putty primer review on all of the e.l.f. putty primers. I will link that video below and you can see how they compare, but a subscriber commented requesting a comparison to the new Hard Candy primer. Shout out to that subscriber right here. If any other viewer has any product ideas or video ideas that they would like me to do, please leave it in the comments below and you could possibly win a shout out as well. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a all-day wear test with the Hard Candy Putty Primer on one side of my face, and then I'm going to actually put the e.l.f. Putty Primer on the other side of my face so that you can see how both of these compare to each other. I already know how the e.l.f. one performs, so that'll be a good base. And then I'm going to be using my Maybelline Superstay foundation so that I have also another base to play with, as well as all of my other powders and normal products that I put on top, the same ones that I used in the e.l.f. Putty Primer video wear test. So let's get into applying this primer. So for those who don't know, Hard Candy is a brand that you can only find in stores at Walmart, I believe, and on walmart.com. I'm not sure about that, but I'm assuming that it is. So you can pick it up if you're in the States for sure. I only tried one other Hard Candy product in my life before, and that is the Hard Candy Glamoflash 16-Hour Wear Oil-Free Full Coverage Foundation. That's a mouthful, and I did a full review and wear test on that. I'll link it below so you can go and check that out. I didn't want to do both of these together because I wanted to see how the the smoothing balm, primer balm, performs by itself with the other products, not having the unknown of it, their own foundation in there that I never really tried before. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get into applying the makeup. This balm says that it's supposed to transform to a smoothing soft touch powder. I do love products that do that. I have several of them here. One of them is this Aqua Assurance Compact Foundation by JCat. It is really good. It's really great for brightening up the under eyes and just a great foundation, powder foundation all over, but it turns into a smoothing powder soft feel and it's awesome. So if this one does that, that'll be great. It helps minimize pores and appearance of fine lines. So essentially all of the things that this one promised that it would do as well. So this will take a small amount. So it's exactly the same color as the e.l.f. primer. I'm going to show you right here. So the unused one is the Hard Candy and the used one is the e.l.f. Almost the exact same shape and size, pretty much the exact same color, looks like the exact same consistency. Guess we'll see how they perform if the formula is the same. So I'm actually going to be putting this on this side of my face. So I dipped my finger in it. It's a lot softer than the e.l.f. If you put your finger in the e.l.f.'s, it's hard. This one is like a marshmallow consistency. Right here. I think that's enough. Let me wipe my hand off for the rest that grabbed on it. I'm gonna rub it in, push it into my pores, same up here, and I do it for the oil control on my forehead to see how that performs, and then of course smoothing. I might as well put some on my eyelid too. So that actually applied really nicely. It did seem to fill in my pores a lot more than what the e.l.f. Putty Primer does on its first application. So we'll actually see more of like how much it actually filled it in whenever I put the foundation on. Let me go in with my clean finger into the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It's a lot thicker than the other side. You can see that has more of a white tint as well, white pink, white. It's more of like a moisturizer feel, this one, and the other one is more of a balm kind of feel. The Hard Candy is more of a balm, which I actually like the feeling of the Hard Candy. It's like it has a little bit more, I believe dimethicone is the thing that smooths out your skin. So both of the sides right now with my foundation on pretty much look the same. I don't see any visible difference. I'm not extremely impressed with the pore filling capabilities of either of these primers. I wasn't really with the e.l.f. and I'm not seeing much difference with the Hard Candy right now. So I guess we'll just see how they wear and if they can at least make my makeup last longer and which one performs better than the other one. I'm going to be layering up all of my other products and finishing my face. Then we'll be back and then I will check in with you at the end of this video to show you exactly the results on how it wore, a close-up, and a full review, so stay for that. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit that red button. Also hit the bell so you're notified of my future uploads, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. So I'm back, my full face of makeup is on. Right now I can't really see much of a difference between the two sides. The Hard Candy side might be a little less or more filled in than the e.l.f. side, but my skin looks different on both sides with like the scars that I have, so it might be a factor to that. It is so small that is why I say that, you know, they're pretty much the same. I'm gonna scooch in the camera right now so that you can get a good close-up look of my skin. Do you guys see any visible difference between the two sides? If you do, please let me know in the comments below. But right now, both of them pretty much look the same to me. We will see how they wear. I'm about to cut to my final review where I'm going to check in at the end of the day and get a close-up of how my face looks. Hey guys, so I am back. It is past 5 o'clock. I've had both of these primers on for over 8 hours and I'm not happy with the result. As you can see, I am clearly very greasy right now. I do have to say that I have noticed that the Hard Candy went greasier faster than the e.l.f. throughout the day, and it also seems just a little greasier right now. Like the e.l.f.'s greasy side is more of a contained, and this one, the Hard Candy, almost seems like it's breaking up my foundation to where it's enlarging my pores more, and so that's even worse than just being normally greasy. But overall, both of them did not exactly keep me very matte throughout the day. I've not touched it up at all. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer right now so that you can see where the makeup has broken up and how it actually looks close up. As you can see, it's definitely broken up right here above my lip, around my lip, right here on my chin. Both of the sides don't look that great. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this part of my face is visibly more porous and a slight more bit of oil showing through right here than on this side, but both are something that I don't really want to look like, so you know, it doesn't even really matter which one is a little bit worse than the other one because both of them are oily. So as you can see, both of these primers did not really perform better than the other. If you have to have one and you need to pick it up, like then you only have two options. It seems like the e.l.f. is the winner of this competition, but some other drugstore primers that I would recommend. My top one is the Catrice Prime and Fine Little Pot Smoothing Refiner. And then I have my other two seconds are the NYX Angel Veil and the Master Prime by Maybelline in Blur and Smooth number 100. So 3 good drugstore options that I trust. These other 2 aren't really my favorites. I do have a full review on the e.l.f, this original, and then the matte and the luminous e.l.f. If you're curious on seeing how those primers perform, I will link that video in the description below, so check that out. But overall, primers are something that's supposed to make your foundation, which is already supposed to be mattifying and blurring, last longer and be even more mattifying and blurring, in my opinion, unless you get like a dewy primer and it's supposed to make you look a little bit oilier than normal. If your foundation is not doing great, then pick up one of the other drugstore primers I recommended or change your foundation. Sometimes you want a foundation to work, but it's not the right one for you. There's a ton of other great options out there for you. If you want to know one of my recommendations, check out my channel or leave it in the comments below and I will respond to you as soon as I can. If you have any other products that you would like me to try out, please leave it in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, hit that red button. Also hit the bell and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah.